there are rumors of a price cut that's about to happen, and this price cut is about around 20,000 RMB. That's from the rumors, and it will compromise and basically sacrifice free battery swap for life. So, 20,000 off, 20,000 RMB off if you give up free battery swap for life. That means if you want to go get a battery swap, you got to pay for it. And I think this is the right way to go, because not everybody loves battery swap. There's still a lot of people that just charges, and it makes the car much more affordable. And clearly, NIO's arm is being twisted by the price war. And I hate to say this, but one thing that you guys probably missed from the earnings report is if you divide the total revenue of vehicle sales by the number of vehicles delivered, that number comes out to 319k RMB. Now, the cheapest NIO is 328k. So you're thinking, how come? Why is this price even cheaper than the cheapest NIO you can get? Obviously, people are renting batteries. They're going for BAS. They're renting the battery instead of buying them, even though, despite them knowing that it's much more worth it to buy the battery outright instead of renting it. Renting it, the battery is such a bad deal. You pay so much monthly fees. It's just super not worth it. It's like paying, like super overpaying for rent on your apartment, which is just not worth it. But despite people knowing that, they still go for battery rental, BAS. Why? Because people's budgets are being cut. It's simple as that. And I think this has really served as an important wake-up call for NIO, that they've realized that people can't afford their cars anymore. They're so premium, they're targeted at the premium market segment, but because of the overall economy in China is absolute shit. In China, we're entering a deflationary recession. Like housing prices crashing like crazy. Nobody's buying at the bottom. Everything's crashing like crazy. The average household debt, I've read this online, is about 200k RMB, like average people with like household debt and car debt and all that kind of stuff. It comes out to like around 200k RMB, which is a pretty insane number to think about. So the economy is just going to shit. People can't find jobs. People don't have money. Savings are gone. Employees' salaries are being just cut voluntarily by like 40 to 60% for the salary. The economy is not doing good, and people's budgets for cars and big ticket items are just being decreased. So that's why we're seeing such a big price war going on, and people are just reducing prices, and people can no longer afford NIOs. They're just too expensive, and NIO's finally trying to do something to adapt. And we gotta adapt to survive. So this is a good thing. We gotta adapt to survive. So finally cutting prices, very nice. I think this is the right move to do, and I'm gonna make a very bold prediction, and this might piss you guys off. ET5 not selling that well. It's has not become the super hot product that everybody hoped it would be, and the sales have been declining. And even though the CFO, not the CFO, the co-founder Chin Lee Hong thinks that in Q3, Q4 we're going to see a bounce, increase in the number of ET5 deliveries, I think we might see the opposite. I think ET5 sales are going to continue to slide down, and NIO's wrists are going to be twisted so hard that they might finally be forced to come out with a single motor variant, which every single NIO owner has been saying there is no reason to not do a single motor variant for especially the ET5. And NIO themselves saying, we're premium, don't do a single motor variant. BMW, their BMW's electric vehicles have single motor variants. The Mercedes, their electric vehicles all have single motor variants. Are they not premium? So they really gotta adapt to survive. And I'm making this bold prediction. They might not do it right now, but sooner or later, when sales decline so much and they got no other option, if they want to survive, they got to do it. So NIO has to adapt to survive. It is very important. It's very good that they're doing this first move, and I think very soon they might also look at other ways to cut costs on the car, especially since like not everybody loves LiDAR, not everybody needs 4 Orin X chips, even though you're future proofing, but nobody's, they can't afford their car. Future proof what? They're gonna buy something else, right? Sales right now are so tough. Uh, Here's a very screwed up statistic, all right? And I don't want to like bash on NIO for saying this, but NIO said they were gonna like basically kill the 3 Series. That was the aim with their ET5 when it was just announced, and it created a lot of hype, and people were like, yes, we're gonna kill the 3 Series, let's go. But what's the reality right now? Reality right now is they haven't even killed the electric version of the 3 Series. The i3 has much more sales than the ET5, which is a big slap on the face. And NIO really needs to adapt because their cars are just not affordable. People can't afford their cars, too expensive. And the economy is different. You got to adapt to the environment. If this was still like 2020, 2021, sure, stick with your guns, right? But now it's time to adapt, look forward. Your vehicle margins absolute crap. Man, the average selling price is just unbelievable. 319K RMB. Holy smokes. Not only are they all mostly choosing ET5s, but also going for BAS because people just don't have the budget for it. People want a NIO, but they can't afford it. They want to buy one, but they can't buy one. They don't have the money for it. They got to buy BYD. They can only afford a Li Auto. They can only afford a Tesla, right? So they got to adapt to survive. And you guys are all saying sub-brand, but sub-brand is way off. And sub-brand, that's a whole different brand, right? You got to do more marketing for that brand and let people know about the sub-brand and have that awareness. Whereas right now, NIO, the brand itself is desirable, but people can't afford it. And I hate to say it, but NIO's brand is desirable, but it's still not on top of BMW or Mercedes. Mercedes and BMW are still viewed as more desirable, but yet they have single motor variants that are cheaper than NIO's cars, and NIO really needs to adapt. Otherwise, people all love the car. It's so good, but we're not going to buy one because they can't afford it. So we've got to really make the car more affordable for people and find ways that aren't just like we're going to cut the prices, but to actually cut things off that are unnecessary for some people. And people have said this all over the place, and we'll just have to wait and see until the wrists get twisted to the extent where they can't handle the pain anymore. That's when NIO's going to finally adapt. So this is a good first step. So offering the option, no free battery swap for life, but you save 20,000 RMB on the car. Very good first move. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.